Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a quick get ready with me. I have kind of a busy day. I have a lot of homework to do, and then I have a birthday party tonight to go to, so I just wanted to quickly get ready with you guys and just do kind of a natural look for fall. Something super easy yet super pretty for fall time. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you want to see it, then just keep on watching. By the way, if you guys don't know who Hope Outfitters is, you should definitely check them out. They are an awesome organization and they give 100% of their proceeds back towards people in need. I absolutely love this company. You can look them up online or they have a store in Tri-Cities, but definitely check them out, give them some support. They're such an awesome company and their mug is really cute. Okay, so first off, I'm going to be starting off with the Master Prime from Maybelline, and this is just the Blur and Smooth Primer. And I'm just going to take that on my fingers and rub it all over into my face. I've had a lot of texture on my face lately. I don't know if it's because the weather is changing or what's going on, but I have tons of texture and tons of dry skin and I'm not a fan. And I want to focus it on the sides of my nose because it is a smoothing primer and I tend to get really big pores around here on the sides of my nose and like right in here. So if I put the smoothing primer there, it's just going to really smooth those out and make sure they're not so noticeable and so gross. After we've applied that, I'm just going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Foundation. This is my holy grail foundation. I've always loved it and I don't think that I can ever go back from it. I'm taking this in number 102 and I'm just going to like make little dots around my face and then we'll go in with a beauty blender and blend them out. Okay, now I'm going in with the Morphe Beauty Sponge, which I just got in the mail, and it is super amazing. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to start patting this onto my face all over with the product and really pushing it into my skin. I'm also going to blend this down onto my neck a little bit just to make sure that everything just to make sure everything is nice and blended and it matches my neck and face and all that. Okay, next up, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Master Conceal as concealer, and this is in 10 Fair. I like my concealer to be super light, super bright, so I can also highlight with it. So I'm also going to do the same thing that I did with the foundation with this. I'm just going to take a little bit and put it under my eyes and on the parts that I want highlighted. And with this concealer, a little goes a long way. Like, you seriously do not need to put a lot on. I made that mistake the first time of putting a big glob under my eye because I have really dark circles and I wanted to make sure they were hidden, and it turned out a hot mess because I put way too much on. So I'm just going to go back in with that damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to start blending that out on my under eye and all those other places. And with this again, I'm just patting it into my face. I'm never swiping across and moving product around. I'm just dabbing it into the skin. And I'm going to take this concealer and just dab the excess of it onto my lids as well, just to prime my lids and to get rid of any discoloration or veins that are on my eyelid, because I have lots of veins and lots of discoloration and we don't want people to be able to see that under our eyeshadow. It's like a heart. Cute. Okay, now that we are all blended in nicely, I'm just going to go in with my RCMA translucent powder, and I'm going to, so I have it in the little container that it came in, and I'm just going to take my Morphe E48 and I'm just going to dip this in here and then go like this to tap off the excess of it, and then I'm just going to use that to set my under eye, and I'm just going to start pressing the brush onto my under eye with the product on it. Once again, I'm not moving product, I'm just pushing it into my face. And I'm going to keep doing that. Put it in and then tap it off and press it in. I'm going to set around my nose because this is where I tend to get oily, is right on the outsides of my nose. And this is where I have my big pores. And so using a translucent powder, it will just help to smooth out those pores and make it so they're not as noticeable. I'm also gonna put this on my lids just to set the concealer that we just put down. This will make it a lot easier to blend in the eyeshadow later. And then I'm also just going to put this on my chin because throughout the day I tend to lose the foundation that is on my chin, probably from touching my face a lot, but putting this translucent powder down will help to make it stay longer. So I just kind of went in with that and I just set the T-zone. Like I just set around here and then I set my under eyes as well. Now I'm going to go in with the Infallible Pro Matte powder, and this one is in Porcelain. And I'm just going to take a Morphe Diamond Elite brush. This one is like a really super buff foundation brush, and I'm just going to tap it onto here and kind of like swirl it around and make sure I get lots of product on this brush. And then I'm also just going to go around and I'm going to push it into my face all over the place. This is just going to add a little bit more coverage to the face, and it's going to just blend in real nicely. And I'm taking this and putting it all over my face. All over everything. Is anyone else super stoked for Hocus Pocus? Like, I can't wait to curl up by the fire and watch Hocus Pocus with my boyfriend and drink some hot cocoa. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, so now that we have set our whole face with that powder, I'm going to go in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm just going to take a dense Morphe brush that looks like this. And I'm going to just swirl it around in there, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to start blending this into my face just to bronze it up a little bit. I'm not going to do a harsh contour today. I'm just going to kind of bronze things up just because we're going for like a super natural fall look and nothing too crazy. So I'm just taking this and I'm bronzing around on the cheekbones and then on the outsides of my forehead just to add the light to the center of my forehead because I want the light to be in the center of my face and then darken up the outer part of my face. I'm also going to take this and just go right under my chin. And then I'm also going to blend down a little bit onto my neck. Now I'm going in with a smaller eyeshadow brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to use this to contour my nose. You don't have to do this step. I just like to contour my nose because I feel like I have a really large nose. So I like to contour it just to make sure it looks a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to run it on the sides of my nose to contour. Now I'm just going to go in with the Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam. And I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to take Starburst today, which is this bottom color. As you can see, I really like this one. But before I do that, I'm just going to take my NYX setting spray and I'm going to spray my Real Techniques under eye brush, which is what I use for my highlight. I'm just going to spray it just so it's a little bit damp when I apply the highlight because that will make the highlight a lot more, oh girl! That's what I mean. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Hi. What? Like what? What? Oh, yes. There are some girls that like to have a little bit of glow to their skin, and then there's us other girls that like to be seen from 10 miles away. I think these Anastasia Glow Kits might be the best highlighters I've ever used. And I've used a lot of highlighters, but these ones I always go back to because, well, you can tell. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Brushes 9B blush palette. Looks like this, which by the way, I don't think I've ever used any of these three on the bottom. I literally only use those ones. Well, actually I don't use that one either. Cross out those, I use those ones. But today I'm gonna be going in with a Morphe Diamond Elite blush brush. And I think I'm gonna go in with this center one is like my favorite one. So I think I'm gonna use that one. With these blushes, they are super pigmented, so you only need a tiny bit of it before applying it to your face. So I just went into that center color and I'm just gonna start blending it between the bronzer and the highlight. And as you can see, that just added a little bit more color into my cheeks and made them, a random finger pops up. It just made them a little bit more colorful and bright and pink and fun and okay, next up, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows quickly off camera, and then I will be right back to show you guys how I'm going to do my eyes. Okay, so now that all this is done, I'm gonna take the Violet Voss Pro palette. I absolutely love this palette. And the best thing about it, when a palette does this, I'm like, yes, yes. Sign me up, I'll take it, I want it, yes. I'm just gonna start off with going in with the Transition shade. It's actually called Transition, so it works out perfectly. I'm gonna take that on a Morphe AC59 from the Angel Merino collection. I'm gonna go in with that Transition shade, and I'm just gonna start buffing this into my crease. I'm going to, actually I'm gonna put this one all over, from like inner to outer corner, buffed all over. Just buffing it into my crease. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Morphe eyeshadow brush from the Diamond Elite collection. And I'm just going to go in with the color hashtag. Right there, super orange. So we first went in with this color, and now we're gonna go in with this color. And I'm gonna focus that on the outer part of my eye. I'm not gonna bring it in like I did with the other one to the inner part. I'm just gonna keep it on the outer part of my eyeball. The awesome thing about these shadows also is that they're super pigmented and they blend out really nicely. I absolutely love the Violet Voss shadows. This is a Vasanti, I think that's how you say it. Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow number 4 brush. And I'm gonna go in with that hashtag color, this super orange one. And I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna go in with the MAC Nylon shadow. This is my favorite shadow for inner corner highlight and for highlighting my brow bone. There it is. Ew, that probably looked so gross. And I'm gonna take that on this little brush from the Morphe Diamond Elite collection. And I'm just gonna put this on my inner corners and on my brow bone. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my X-rated Smashbox mascara. I really like this mascara. I got it in, I think I got it in an Ipsy bag, and I wasn't super sure about it, but I tried it and I ended up really liking it, so I went and bought the full size. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not waterproof or anything. It actually turns really, really gross when you get it wet, but just don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I'm going to do these lips. So I decided I want to go with something like a little glossy today, not like super matte, just something shiny and glowy. So I'm going to go in with these two Anastasia glosses. The first one is Dainty, and then I also have Metallic Rose. And I'm just going to apply these together and see what we get on these lips. Okay, so that's the look with just the Dainty lip gloss, and you can leave it like that if you want to. You guys don't have to add another one, but I just want to go in with the Metallic Rose one just to add a little bit darker of a pinky color. Okay guys, and that completes this look. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Wow, that was so like... Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. By the way guys, in my next video I'm gonna have a super exciting announcement for you guys, so make sure to stay tuned and watch my next video so you know what's going on in my life and you know what the big news is. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm super excited to go down the journey that I'm about to go down, so make sure you check that out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Gotta zit. So it matches the rest of my face. When the soup's in the cup, I drink it while it's hot.